Good day and welcome to Fireside with the Chaplain. Today's word of the day is humility, taught by God, led by the Spirit. Lend me your ear. Humility rarely announces itself loudly. It shows up in a quiet prayer, open hands, and hearts willing to be taught. In a world that often rewards certainty and self promotion, humility invites us into a different way of living, one that is grounded in trust, surrender, and attentiveness to God's Spirit. Our foundational scripture for this comes from Psalms 143:10, and the Common English Bible writes it this way: Teach me to do your will, because you are my God. Your Spirit leads me into good land. Humility is the soil in which all virtues flow. What is humility, you ask? Those of you that know me know I like questions, so I'm glad you asked. Humility is the posture of a teachable heart, choosing openness over ego, surrender over self-will, and trust in God's guidance rather than reliance on your own understanding. When I think of this scripture, it invites us to this simple prayer, and it carries a profound wisdom with it. The psalmist doesn't claim to know the way forward or insist on personal insight. Instead, the prayer begins with a request: Teach me, O Lord. Humility starts right there, with the honest admission that we need God's instruction. This verse reminds us that humility is not about diminishing ourselves, it's about positioning ourselves rightly before God. When we ask God to teach us, we acknowledge that God's Spirit sees further than we do and leads more faithfully than our instincts ever will. The Spirit does not push or shame, but gently guides us toward what is good. The good land, the psalmist writes. God leads us into this not just as a future destination, it's a way of life being shaped right now through reverence, grace, and trust. Humility opens us to that kind of life. Humility frees us from exhausting need to be right, to be in control, or to be self-sufficient. And instead, it allows us to walk in step with the Spirit of the living God. Humility is a daily decision to be taught and learned. It is the courage to release control and the faith to follow where the Spirit leads. When we walk humbly, we discover lives rooted in peace, shaped by growth and guided toward goodness. And so now I've got 3 questions for you. Reflect on these things, if you will. Where in your life is God inviting you to say, teach me, instead of, I know? Yeah. Number 2, what might change if you trusted the Spirit's leading more than your own understanding today? That's a tough one. And then number 3, how has practicing humility helped you recognize God's guidance in the past? If you forget everything I've said today, don't forget this. Humility is not about lowering your value. It's about lifting your eyes to the God who lovingly teaches and faithfully leads. The word of the day is humility. Thank you. I hope that the word is meaningful in your life. I hope that this word is causing you to wrestle with some ideas that you may have not wrestled with in the past. Here at Focus and Vision Ministries, we believe that one word can change a person's life, and we hope that your life is being changed in a way that is equipping you to thrive. If that is happening for you, hit that share button and share it to as many people as you possibly can. Below there's a link. We need your support. If you have not answered the invitation, I invite you to check us out online, see what we're doing. And if you can invest in an organization that wants to supply people with resources and with things that they need to thrive, we might be that organization. And we'd be glad to receive your support. So until we meet again, God be with you